The Madman! Exciting news, adventures are back, and they're in addition to the expansions, which is really cool because the halfway point of the expansion is generally when it's like, do we have something else to do? Well, we've got something else to do. It's gonna be 4 chapters for both the League of Evil and League of Explorers side, for a total of basically 8 chapters, because you get double the amount of chapters when you get to play through both sides. And of course, with the adventures comes new cards, which is the main point here. Let's start with the most exciting one. It's the amazing Reno. This one is earned from chapter 4. It is a mage hero card. This is a hint, perhaps, that all 4 of the League of Explorers may get a hero card. Would make a lot of sense because they feature so prominently. So the amazing Reno, 10 mana, battle cry, make all minions disappear. Poof. What does poof mean? It means basically that they die and they don't trigger their death rattle, but furthermore, they don't actually die, which means that resurrect effects don't work on them. Like if death costs 9 mana and is played, so the amazing Reno, for just 1 more mana, gets you 5 armor on top of that. You barely need to have a good hero power for that to be good. But is the hero power really good? Well, the hero power was revealed in Reddit comments. It's a passive. At the start of your turn, cast a random spell. Is that good is a question. You get 1/10 of the puzzle box of Yogg-Saron effect every turn. Sometimes that allows for some really swingy turns because it's at the start of your turn, so at the start of your turn, maybe you have a board clear, then you get to start off the game with the tempo, with the new board. It's pretty chaotic, it's pretty wild, but generally that is a good effect. And really, you were just looking for generally a slightly good effect, because again, the battle cry itself is where most of the power is. And Mage does want a board clear like this, I would say. And they could use the little bit of armor attached to it. Amazing Reno, very chaotic, very cool. And now let's look at the stuff you get from week 1. That's the stuff that's going to be most relevant immediately. And slightly cool effect of adventures going out over 4 weeks is that the metagame will shift from week to week. As some classes get better cards certain weeks, maybe their decks will be more powerful temporarily. I think that Dark Prophecy, a 3 mana priest spell, discover a 2-cost minion, summon it, and give it +3 health, will actually be impactful enough to make priest a little bit better on week 1 of the expansion. People look at this card and a lot of the comments are like, oh, it's a 3 mana 2/5, why would I want that? But I have to keep correcting them. Discover gets you the 75th percentile of 2-cost minions on average, whereas a random 2-cost minion gets you the 50th percentile on average. And sure, on average, you'll get the 2/2. But when you discover, you're gonna get a 2/3 or a 3/2 or a really useful ability. Or you can have a much higher chance of high rolling the Injured Tol'vir, which comes out as a 2/9 for 3 mana. Really, any zoo deck would love to play it, so if Priest has a zoo-like deck, which Combo Priest is, but maybe there's a different deck that could be made, Dark Prophecy is quite good. These next 2 cards, alongside Reno, are from week 4. First is Shotbot, a Paladin 2 mana 2/2 mech with Reborn. This is nearly a mirror of Shielded Minibot, whereas Shielded Minibot was a 2 mana 2/2, which had Divine Shield. This is a 2 mana 2/2 with Reborn. They're both mechs. Shielded Minibot is like a 2 mana 2/1, which death rattles into a 2 mana 2/2. Shotbot is a 2 mana 2/2, which death rattles into a 2/1. Shielded Minibot is better to buff. Shotbot works with the quest from Paladin. Either way, though, Shotbot is a really good addition to the aggressive mech Paladin deck. Chaosgazer is a really spicy Warlock Disruption card. 3 mana 4/3 demon. Battlecry, corrupt a playable card in your opponent's hand. They have 1 turn to play it. If they do not play it, they lose the card. Really, really strong anti-combo card. If you thought that Dirty Rat was good, and by the way, it is good, imagine this being like a Dirty Rat where your opponent has to pay the mana cost on the Dirty Rat at effect. This does mean that you get the battle cry, but it's playing cards when they might not want to play them, which is a big deal. And it's on a good stat line, so you might not just slot this in for specifically anti-combo. You could run this in your usual zoo, or maybe even control deck. So it could pull out AoE before they want to play it. It could pull out combo pieces like Holy Wrath, like Shrivala. It could force your opponent to play on a curve that they don't want to, like Chaosgazer. Even against a mid-range deck, you play it early, they have 4 mana, it corrupted a card that was 2 mana. Maybe they have to play it, it's not great. Perhaps it gets the coin when they don't want to play the coin. Maybe it hits their combo card if you coin it on turn 2. Maybe it hits the, the Lackey Generator for Rogue. So those are 4 really cool cards. Looking forward to playing through the campaign on Heroic, and looking forward to the new cards.